Going to go all the way as Austin Model took it and returned the kick some 60 yards.
Yeah, just took it, ran straight up, and had a big hole. I'm not sure he was touched all the way to the end zone. Split the last two defenders and showed the speed that he long touchdown run. Split a couple defenders. Did it again here tonight.
Yeah, and Austin Model, like we mentioned previously, has been running well, and boy, he just took it and took off and went some 60 yards. Couldn't pick up the beanbag where it actually started at, but the extra point attempt coming up. Trey Harris out of the hold of Ryan Long. The Raiders up by a score of 15-0 with 8:55 left here in the first quarter. There's a whistle. What do we got here?
Well, Southeast football is still out there, and I think the Raiders are going to go ahead and just use it.
And Harris, the extra point is good. 8:55 left here in the first quarter. Frontenac with a 16-0 lead over Southeast. We'll be back with the Lancers kickoff after a 30-second break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Quentin is a Southeast 7th grader, and he was recently named the 2016 Risen Ranch Family Rodeo Circuit Champion in both bareback and steer right. Quentin will compete in the regionals later this month for a chance to compete at the Nationals at the NFR in December in Las Vegas. He's going to take some Southeast kids with him to Las Vegas. All right, congratulations, Quentin. Is Quentin here? Where's the Q-man? He's not here.
Rob Strand back with Randy Southard, 8:50. Frontenac leads Southeast 16-0. The Raiders kick off. Trey Harris tees it up at the 40. Again, back to receive the kick. Austin Hunt for the Lancers. And end over end. And Hunt. And it's going to go on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lancers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, see if they can get something going offensively. Again, at halftime, we'll have the SEK Urgent Care halftime show and the unofficial stats scoring summary and some of the goings-on at Frontenac High School. We've been busy with the volleyball and the golf and all, so we'll update you on that cross-country.
2 golf tournaments for the Lady Raiders this week.
So 1st and 10 for the Lancers. And again, Caleb Fenimore out of the gun. Couple running backs with him, dropping back to pass once again, put it to the near side, picked off, and that is Dylan Floor, and he's going to go into the end zone for a score as he returns that one about 25 yards.
Yeah, and this time they try a quicker pass, but the pressure just got to him. He gets hit as he throws, and it ends up coming up short. Floor comes over from his hooked drop, picks it off, and goes untouched for another touchdown for the Raiders.
Going for some 25 yards on that pick six. And again, Trey Harris on. And that kick is up. It's good. 8:46 left here in the first quarter. Frontenac leads Southeast 23-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
University Plaza has always been the most affordable place to buy new and used textbooks for your college classes. And there is no doubt they offer the best price when buying them back. But did you know that now at the campus bookstore, you can save even more money? They will rent you the books you need for your classes. Don't stress about the buying and selling process. Rent your textbooks from the campus bookstore. And don't forget their game day gear by Nike. The campus bookstore.
That focus, be ready to play this game, and the Raiders have certainly come out and shown that they've been well prepared. I heard Coach Smith was not happy with some of the practices this week and kind of got onto them a little bit, and certainly has them focused tonight.
And Harris from the 40 And again, Hunt back to receive the kick for the Lancers. And over in, Hunt drifts over, and it bounces, picks it up at the 5, brings it near sideline at the 10, cuts back 15, and then he is drilled there and thrown back, and I'm sure they'll give him about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Cooper Lloyd did a good job hustling down the field, and a nice form tackle, shoulder right in the waist. Good wrap up, kept his legs moving. That's how you do it. Good tackle by Cooper.
So the Lancers again starting 1st and 10. They'll be at their own 15-yard line with 8:38 left first quarter. Frontenac the 23-0 lead. And splitting out wide to the left goes Jarrett Brumbach. Joining him out there is Austin Hunt. One wide out right side. Out of the gun. That is Fenimore. Low snap comes up with it. Tries to turn the corner left side, and he lost the football. And don't know what happened there, but did he try to shovel it or just get rid of it? Or?
Yeah, he felt the pressure from Lusker coming just to try to save the sack. He just kind of shoveled it forward, which is a legal forward pass, so it's an incomplete pass. Pretty good decision. I said in the keys, I thought, Raiders would try to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. I didn't expect it to be in blitz form, but they have blitzed almost every single play, whether it be the middle linebackers or on the outside, but the Raiders are really coming after them. 2nd
and 10 for the Lancers from their own 15, and did somebody get in the neutral zone? There was some jumping around in there. It's going to go ahead, it's Frontenac, 5-yard mark off, and the Lancers will have a 2nd and 5 from their own 20-yard line.
Trying to anticipate that snap count, and got a little antsy, and probably got a toe into that neutral zone and got caught.
Again, Caleb Fenimore out of the gun. To his right, blocking is Colton Trejo. Behind him is Shane Hendricks, looking to throw, puts it up over the middle, and pass incomplete. Pass intended for Hunter Jamison, made a dive, couldn't come up with it, and pretty well defended there.
Dangerous throw going over the middle, and you've got Bicknell sitting back there at that free safety spot, kind of scanning the field, and he read it well. And if it's a pass that really would have been on the numbers of the receiver, Bicknell probably has another pick.
So 3rd and 5 Lancers from their own 20-yard line. Getting Fenimore out of the gun. Swing left side, and it falls incomplete. I don't know if somebody got a hand on it, but it was intended for Austin Hunt and well short.
Yeah, I tried that kind of bubble screen where you got the 2 receivers blocking for the 3rd receiver, and just couldn't quite get the ball out to him.
So to punt, Austin Hunt stands back at his 5, back to receive the kick for the Frontenac Raiders. Isaac Bicknell near midfield. Nice snap. He is pressured, and it is blocked and picked up and run in for the score, as that is Ryan Long. And did you see who blocked that?
Jake Wilbert gets the block, came in pretty well untouched. And, of course, you can hit the punter. If you make contact with the ball and block it, then you can, if you run into the punter, that's not running into the kicker. So a good play by Wilbert to block it, and Johnny on the spot, Ryan Long picks it up and steps in the end zone.
And again, Trey Harris will attempt to kick the extra point out of Ryan Long's hold. And the extra point attempt, no good. 7:07 left here in the first quarter. 7:06, excuse me. Frontenac 29, Southeast nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
SEK Urgent Care is celebrating 10 years of providing medical care for our community. From sneezes to stitches and everything in between, SEK Urgent Care is there for you 7 days a week. At SEK Urgent Care, walk-ins are always welcome, and most insurance is accepted, including Blue Cross Blue Shield. We would like to say thank you to all of our patients, past and present, for trusting us with your illnesses and injuries. We look forward to many more years of service. SEK Urgent Care, 10 years and counting.
Now, back to Raider football.
With Randy Southern, we have 7:06 remaining on the clock. Here in the first quarter, Frontenac out to a 29-0 lead. And again, the quick start, and they're scoring in a variety of ways.
Well, the offense has only touched the ball one time. For opening drive, it's been the defense, special teams that's been doing the scoring.
And again, Austin Hunt back at his 5, waiting the kick for the Lancers from the Raiders. Trey Harris, the ball on the tee at the 40, end over end, coming near side, and it is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So Again, the Lancers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Well, and they tried to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands a little faster that last series of downs, and I think that's what they've got to continue to try to do, because the Raiders have just been getting so much pressure, you can't sit back there too long. And it looks like maybe they're going to have a change at quarterback.
As they're trying to get organized here and set up for this 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And it looks like Brett Malley, the sophomore, goes in at quarterback. Trail blocking for him to his right. Behind him is Hendricks. Malley with the snap, rolling right, looking to throw. He is pressured, and then he has run out of bounds and tapped there, and see if he may have got a couple of yards on that carry.
Well, and able to get around the end, so defensive end on this side. You know, the Raiders have just been so keen on getting up the field to get pressure on the quarterback. This time got pushed inside a little bit, gave a soft corner. Quarterback able to pick up a couple yards because of it.
And with the football, and the ball is loose, and it looks like the Raiders got it. Did they call an incomplete pass?
They're waving this as an incomplete pass. Okay. We'll just say, okay. Brock Ginnivan, good job getting up the field and instant pressure on the quarterback, and he'll get the sack on the, well, I guess since they called it incomplete, it's not a sack, but excellent pressure by Ginnivan.
So 3rd and 8. Lancers from their own 22-yard line. Malley out of the gun with the football, and he tried to get it out on the right side of Jared Brumback, and too much pressure, and he just threw it into the ground, incomplete, and another punting situation for the Lancers.
Well, with these blitzes, they're bringing more than they can block anyway. I mean, whether they can block them or not is kind of irrelevant. They're bringing more than they have to block, and it's just instant pressure and really no chance.
So, again, punting situation. Back to receive the kick for the Raiders is Bicknell. And Austin Hunt to punt. Boy, a high snap once again. Comes down with a short punt straight up in the air. And telling the Raiders to get away. It does take a Lancer roll out across the 40, and it's going to roll dead at the 42-yard line. So the Frontenac Raiders take over 1st and 10 from the Southeast Lancers 42-yard line with 5:22 left first quarter, and Frontenac leads at 29-0.
An excellent start for the Raiders, and again, I just like the fact that they are obviously focused for this game, not taking this game for granted or taking it lightly, coming out and ready to play.
So the Raiders start 1st and 10 from the Lancers, 42. Wide right goes long. Wide left, that's Bicknell. Out of the gun, Malikas. Model and Bollinger blocking backs, flanking him. And a quick out right side. Long on the reception. Avoids the first tackler. The second tackler, he's loose far side. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 42-yard touchdown pass from Malikas to Long.
Well, good run by Ryan Long. It's just a little 5-yard hitch. He manages to break 2 tackles out there and then just sprint down the sideline. So good hard running by Long.
That was a 42 yards. And in to attempt the extra point is Trey Harris out of Long's hold. And this kick is up. No good. So 4:52 left here in the first quarter. Frontenac leads Southeast 35-0. We'll be back with the Raiders kickoff after a 30-second break. You're listening to the Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Why should you choose Pittsburgh State University?
Nationally recognized academics.
Student-friendly tuition.
Incredible athletics. The amazing campus.
Whatever you're looking for in a university, you'll find it here.
It's why you belong. It's why you belong at Pittsburgh State University.
Or contact him online at wilburtontowner.com. Trust J. Gordon Gregory with all your legal problems, including divorce and custody cases.
Now, back to Raider football.
Rob Strand back with Randy Southard. 4:50 left first quarter. Frontenac 35, Southeast nothing. And the Raiders to kick off. And again, Harris tees it up at the 40. And again, back to receive the kick for the Lancers. Drops Austin Hunt. Beautiful night for football. 73 at kickoff. That sun getting down, going to cool off a little bit, but no breeze. And Raiders off to a hot start. End over end deep. And Hunt takes it at the 5. Crosses the 10, brings it up the middle, and then he is brought down at the 17-yard line.
And Cooper Lloyd kind of came out of nowhere to get a piece of him. I tell you, he was really, if Lloyd doesn't get him, he was about one cut from maybe busting a big play.
I believe they're going to give him the 18. That's where the Lancers will start offensively. 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line with 4:43 left here in the first quarter. And Frontenac leading 35-0. Again, Brett Malley, the sophomore in at quarterback trail. Blocking back to his right. Right behind him is Hendricks. And again, the no huddle. And now the play clock down to 5.
Ball start, the wide receiver there moved.
Yeah, they call it. That procedure signal is going to push the Lancers back 5, back to their own 13-yard line where they'll face a 1st and 15.
Well, they were waiting and waiting and waiting. I think the wide receiver got tired of waiting. He was ready to go.
So 1st and 15, Lancers from their own 13. Again, Malley in the shotgun. Dropping back, looking over the middle, and it is batted down. And that was Dylan Floor out of his linebacker position as they were actually trying to get the pass to Hunter Jameson, and it was knocked down.
Yeah, trying to get that slant pattern going, and well read by Flora. This time the linebacker's not blitzing, Raiders just rushing 4. Flora with a good read and able to get a hand, knock that pass down. So good job by Dylan.
2nd, 15, Lancers from their own 13. Raiders defense shifts.
Good to see Dylan out there, too, after last week not playing much, getting a little bit dinged last week, so nice to see him.
And they tried a little swing pass left side, and boy, in there mucking up the works was Ryan Long, and a couple of Lancers had a shot at it, but it fell incomplete.
Well, again, trying to get that wide receiver screen, but the Raiders kind of acted like they knew what was coming on that one. They were all over that play. They really had no chance.
Yeah, clock moving. We're down to 2:50 here in the first quarter. Frontenac leads at 35-0, and the Raider defense trying to set up for the Lancers offense. They're moving guys around, and everybody's moving. And a 3rd and 15 for the Lancers from their own 13. And Malley pressured, and he is going to be dragged down. A couple of Raiders there. That was Caden Bollinger, and I think Cal Strand came in there, and they met at the quarterback, and actually came out of there with football, but they said apparently he was down.
Yeah, immediate pressure. Bollinger getting off the ball very quickly and came in clean, get the sack, and not far behind him was Strahan.
So another punt. Austin Hunt, he is in his end zone. Back to receive the kick is Isaac Bicknell. Again, the play clock down to 10 as the Lancers getting set. Good snap. Punt away, left footer. Spiral coming near side. Going to be short, and it kind of checks up. And actually taking a Raider roll, and it's going to roll dead back at the 17-yard line of Southeast. So minute 40 left. Clock moving here first quarter. Frontenac leads at 35-0, and the Raiders will have it 1st and 10 from the Lancers' 17-yard line.
And we'll see how long the Raiders stick with the starting lineup out there. I mean, it is just first quarter, but you're already getting to the point where you just hate to see anything silly happen here and get someone hurt in a game like this.
As a play from the far sideline, and again, going wide to the right is Ryan Long. Splitting wide left is Isaac Bicknell. Tight to the right floor. Leaks out of the gun. Blocking back both his sides. There's a give. That is Model. Sweep to the right side. Gets a block. Cuts inside. He is going to go into the end zone for another score. This one from 17 yards out.
And Southeast tried to blitz up the middle. The Raiders had the perfect call, getting to the outside, and just able to outrun the blitz. And good blocking on the perimeter gave him a nice lane in the end zone.
Model from 17. And again, the extra point attempt by Trey Harris coming up. Long to hold. Harris to kick. And this kick up It is good. 52.9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Frontenac leads Southeast 42-0. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
And to kick off, Trey Harris. Back to receive the kick is Austin Hunt. And he's going to get, well, this one he's going to step aside and let it go in the end zone for the touchback. And the Lancers will start once again at their own 20-yard line. Again, we'll have the SEK Urgent Care halftime report and go through the scoring summary and the like as getting some new faces in there on the defensive side. I see Peyton Brown there in the defensive backfield. Also, Tristan Fay coming from the sideline. There is a penalty flag laying over about the 40-yard line on the far side. I missed that.
I think they're calling a personal foul against Southeast.
I
think that was the signal. I didn't see anything, but I wasn't looking over there either. But he's not saying exactly what kind of personal foul it was, but that'll push him back to the 10.
And apparently, well, no, now they're going to set the first and 20. Now they're going to have a first and 10 from their 10-yard line after the penalty. And there's a mix-up in trying to throw the football, and it's batted down. Boy, they look like he's trying to hand it off to the running back, and they missed connection. He's decided to throw it, and they got batted down as Brock Ginneman was pressuring the quarterback.
Yeah, I think that running play was supposed to go back to the left side, and the running back kind of went forward to the right as if he was going to block and kind of left the quarterback in limbo. And instant pressure again. Did a good job to get rid of that one forward and save the loss.
So 2nd and 10 for the Lancers from their own 10-yard line, down to a half minute left here in the first quarter. And they got trips to the right side, one wide out left. Play clock. Down to 4. Malley with the snap, looking, puts it up, and it is picked off by Long, and he's dragging tacklers trying to get into the end zone. And apparently he got stopped just short.
Well, again, tried to get that quick hitter, a couple of blockers out in front. Long just stepped right in front of it and had the ball thrown right to him.
So the Raiders actually going to be at the southeast. Let's see there. It looks like it's about the 1-yard line where the Raiders will start first and goal. So the Raiders threatening again with 9.2 seconds left here in the first quarter and already leading 42-0. Bignell splits wide to the right side. And Bollinger, the single setback behind Malikas, who's under the center, is going to keep it, give it the dive, and that is Bollinger doing the honors from a yard out. Touchdown Raiders.
Yeah, quick little trap play, and Kaufman getting a pretty decent trap block, and a nice run by Bollinger to cut right off of it and dig right into the end zone.
So Bollinger from a yard out. And again, they'll attempt the extra point as Trey Harris getting a workout here in the first quarter. And this kick, plenty long enough. It is good. 3.6 seconds left first quarter. Frontenac leads Southeast by a score of 49-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're on the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Now, back to Raider football.
First quarter, Frontenac leads Southeast 49-0. The Raiders to kick off again. Trey Harris teeing it up at the 40. Back to receive the kick is Austin Hunt for the Lancers. And, well, boy, everything's going right if you're the Raiders, that's for sure.
Yeah, everything. Offense, defense, special teams, all the way around.
And end over end. Hunt drifts over, and that one's going to go into the end zone once again. So the Lancers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 3.6 seconds left first quarter, and Frontenac the 49-0 lead.
It looks like I saw Fenimore talking to the coach on the sideline. I think he was asking to get back in the game, and sure enough, he's going back out on the field. So going to go back to the starter, it looks like.
That's Caleb Fenimore, the senior. He was spelled by Brett Malley, who's a sophomore. Now Fenimore back in there.
You know, and give him some credit for that. In a game like this, he went to the coach. I watched him on the sideline walk up to the coach and ask to go back in this game. He deserves a lot of credit for that and showing some leadership.
And back in at the quarterback is Fenimore, looking to pass. Goes over the middle, and boy, the intended receiver, Jamison, was knocked down, and the penalty flag goes down. A couple of Raiders were there, and pass interference going to be called.
Yeah, pretty obvious pass interference, but boy, you throw the ball into a crowd of Raiders. There are about 5 of them there, but certainly a good call. Made contact before the ball got there.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. We played one quarter. Frontenac leads Southeast 49-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Is a proud supplier of Frontenac high school athletics and academics. The city of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
Now, back to Raider football.
A 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line after the pass interference call went against the Raiders.
Well, this will be the first time the ball's been at the other end of the field, I think. Well, no, this is the end I don't see very well, Rob. My window's a little...
I've been through that
the first quarter. You had that the first quarter, and I had the clear view, and now we're flipped. That ain't right.
Noah Clefman in the Raiders defense, also Tristan Fay. Again, Fenimore out of the gun, looking to pass, pressured, avoids the first wave, and then he is sacked. That is A.J. Luster at the 35-yard line. Actually, maybe lost about a foot on that scramble.
Well, their line did a better job of pass protecting that time. Ginnivan finally flushed him forward, and he made a good read to try to get out of the pocket, but just couldn't quite get past Lusker.
2nd and 10. Well, it's for the Lancers football resting at their own 35-yard line. And the quarterback is Fenimore. Trehill back there blocking for him along with Hendricks. Snap, dropping back, forcing to scramble, stepping up, and that is the quarterback Fenimore, and then he is thrown back after he actually, see where they spotted it. He may have lost another yard on that carry.
Well, again, really, Rob, pretty good pass protection that time. The Raiders just bringing 4, had plenty of time. Apparently didn't see anything down the field, but as soon as it looked like he was going to run, boy, then the Raiders really converged on him. But, up front, you got to like that if you're Southeast. 2 plays in a row where you don't have that immediate pressure, so a little bit better job by their offensive line the last couple plays.
3rd and 11, Lancers from their own 34-yard line. Again, Fenimore Out of the gun, looking left, and it opens up the middle, and boy, now he's flying all over, and he's able to get it out near the 36-yard line. He's forced a scramble, picked up a couple yards, but well short of a first down.
Well, I tell you, the last play, A.J. Lusker got blocked very well, and this time he did not. He put a swim move on, and very quick swim move, got instant pressure and forced him out of the pocket, and then the Raiders just converged on the ball. But I don't think A.J. quite liked getting blocked the previous play. He kind of made a point, I'm getting there this time.
And Austin Hunt to punt for the Lancers, stands back at his 22, low snap, and not much pressure. He's able to get the punt away, a low line drive, and it takes the Lancer roll inside the 35, and it's going to roll at about the 33-yard line.
Touchdown.
9:42 left here in the first half. Frontenac, the 49-0 lead, and the Raiders will have the football 1st and 10, and they'll start from their own 33-yard line.
33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Again, we'll have the SEK Urgent Care halftime show and look at the scoring summary, stats, and the like, and what's going on around Frontenac High School, and talk some other stuff. 1st and 10, Raiders from their own 33. Again, Malika's a quarterback out of the shotgun. Bollinger, the blocking back, going to keep it, fakes it, give, and then he keeps it near side, and he is dragged down as he crosses the 40 out near the 42-yard line.
Say, Gage Oplachnik, just a freshman, he made a really nice play right there. Took on the pulling lineman, was able to get off the block and get onto Malikas in a good sure tackle. I know he gained 9 yards, but that's a pretty nice play by Oplachnik.
Gage is a freshman. He's out of Hoboken, New Jersey. Gage Oplachnik.
Second and 1 for the Raiders. From their own 42-yard line, there's a give to the tailback model. He's free once again. Outside, left side, 40, 35. Avoids a tackle, 30, 25, 20, 15, and he has his legs cut out from down at the 10-yard line inside the 10, and again another run by Austin Model.
Yeah, big hole on the left side of the line that time. Left side blocked down. 2 linemen from the right side pulled back around. Excellent kick-out blocks and a big hole on that left side.
So 1st and goal, Raiders, from the Lancers' 8-yard line.
1st and goal for contact on the Lancer.
Down to 8 minutes left here in the first half. The Raiders lead at 49-0. As wide to the right goes Bicknell. Joined out there by Model, also long. Single setback, Bollinger. Behind Malikas, who's under the center. A quick hitch right side. That is complete to Bicknell, and he gets a couple blocks, and he is going to go in for the score. An 8-yard touchdown pass. Malikas to Bicknell.
Yeah, good job out there by Model and Long picking up the blocks so that Bicknell can get in, get a score for him tonight. So,
of 8 yards, and into the extra point, Trey Harris. And this kick, boy, playing long to boom that one, and it is good. With 7:38 left here in the first half, Frontenac stretches its lead to 56-0, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
The mark of a great body shop is no mark at all. Whether your vehicle has minor door dings, scratches, been in a fender bender, or just needs a complete makeover, Vietti Auto Body in Pittsburgh will make it look as good as new. Vietti Auto Body on East 4th in Pittsburgh since 1948. Find us fast in names and
projects
numbers.
and is your full-service design build contractor that can take you from concept to grand opening. For an honest and proven contractor, call us, Tri-State Building.
The pass in names and numbers.
Now, back to Raider football.
In the second quarter, and Frontenac 56-0 lead over Southeast. The Raiders to kick off, and again, Trey Harris has it teed up at the 40, and back to receive the kick for the Lancers is Austin Hunt. Also joining him back there, Hunter Jameson. And Clayton Wilkins, end over end kick, and Taking it is Hunt inside the 5. Brings it up the middle, 15, 20, and then he is drilled right about the 20-yard line. And I don't know who got the stop on that, but Luke Lloyd drilled him there. Now they get some, looks like some new faces going in on the defense.
A big hit by Luke on the kickoff return. Boy, stuck him right in the chest and planted him.
Trying and see who we got in there as Luke Lloyd in on defense. Also, mentioned Clefman was in there earlier. Cooper Loy. We got Ryan Hemby. And there's a give. And then on the carry and trying up the middle was the tailback. Is a rare run. And that was Shane Hendricks.
And really had a hole in the beginning, just didn't quite get all the way through it before the linebacker Ishimura could get there. But he had a hole at the beginning of the run.
And Hendricks is able to pick up one tough yard, and the Lancers face a 2nd and 9. 22-yard line. Boy, they're bottled up there as their little indecision whether the quarterback was going to keep it or pull it and go, and Trejo got stopped, and he actually lost a couple.
It was a pretty good push on the left side of the defensive line for Frontenac. They kind of got that one back in the backfield and ended it before it got going.
Trying to see Peyton Brown in there, Jake Wilbert, also Tristan Fay. Still have Dexter Palmer, Brendan Stevenson. Out of the gun. Fenimore drops back, puts it up, is complete the trail, completes the pass, but he is going to be stopped short of the first down, but not for lack of effort. He stretched out and got it out to the 30 and just about a yard shy.
Well, and he was kind of laying on about 3 Raiders, and the officials gave him that spot. You know, Trejo's a pretty big kid. You'd like to see if he could get in some open space, see how well he can run with it.
You mentioned Jordan Ishimura in linebacker spot. And under center, that's Fenimore. So apparently Lancers are going to go for it. And they give it nothing doing as he tried to give it kind of a delay. And it took forever to get the ball to Hendricks, and he was stopped for a loss of about 4.
Yeah, Jordan Ishimura, they sent him on the blitz, and he ran right into the play and just stuffed it as soon as the back got the ball. So good timing on the blitz and good hard blitz by Ishimura.
2:50 left here in the first half. Frontenac leads Southeast 56-0. The Raiders going to have a 1st and 10 from the Lancers, 26-yard line.
And now I'm seeing the second string offense coming out onto the field.
Lions are going to get a few snaps here, and Peyton Brown will be your quarterback. He's a junior. He was a little nicked up in that win over Riverton. A few bumps and bruises. Running backs, Tristan Fay, the fullback. The tailback is Cooper Loy. Brown under the center. And there's a dive. That is Fay, and boy, he was stopped, but good effort there, and he's going to get about 3 tough yards before he's finally thrown down.
Yeah, tried to squeeze a trap, but a good job of the defensive line kind of squeezing that hole down. Didn't have a whole lot of room, and nice job holding on as Fay has been running hard in his opportunities this year. He'll keep those legs driving, but Southeast with a nice play on defense on first down.
So the Raiders face a 2nd and 8 from the Lancers' 24-yard line with the minute 44 left here in the first half. Frontenac, the 56-0 lead, going wide to the right's Ginnivan. Tight to the right, Roseboro. Out wide to the left goes Grant Hessong. Running backs in the eye. There's a give to the tailback. That's Cooper Loy. He busted inside the 20, the 15, bowls over a tackler, and he's down near the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that time good hole is Dylan Toll and Joey DeWeese on the right side of the line in the game now. Made a nice hole for Lloyd to run through.
So the Raiders with a first down after that. Pick up some 13 yards by Cooper Loy. 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Lancers' 12-yard line. Down to a minute 2 left here in the first half. Bringing them play from the far side is Noah Clefman. Clefman splits wide to the right, going wide to the left. Mansour Running backs in the IFA. The fullback, the tailback is Loy. Brown under center. And there's a little miscommunication as he missed the handoff to the fullback and forced to keep it and maybe got a yard at best.
Yeah, I'm not sure who made the mistake, but the fullback went one way, the quarterback went the other, and so Brown was forced to, at that point, just to try to tuck it and see what he could get. And so a good defensive play for Southeast again.
The Raiders will face a 2nd and 10 from their 12-yard line down to 20 seconds left here in the first half, and the Raiders with the 56-0 lead and looking over to the far side for a play, and they may just going to let the clock wind down and get to halftime with a 56-0 lead, and Raiders coach Mark Smith decides to finish up the first half. We're at halftime. The Frontenac Raiders lead the Southeast Lancers 56-0, and we'll be back with the SEK Urgent Care halftime show after we take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Since 1983, they're a national freight transportation provider. Watco serves.
Since 1945, Tri-State Building has been helping build the four-state area, providing quality construction services and dependability at competitive prices. Tri-State Building has a reputation as a general contractor and an authorized Butler builder, which holds experience, quality, and reliability above all other considerations. Tri-State Building has built a multitude of projects and is your full-service design build contractor that can take you from concept to grand opening. For an honest and proven contractor, call us, Tri-State Building.
Why should you choose Pittsburg State University?
Nationally recognized academics.
Student-friendly tuition.
Incredible athletics. The amazing campus.
Whatever you're looking for in a university, you'll find it here.
It's why you belong. It's why you belong at Pittsburg State University.
Every 4 years, the fastest and strongest among us come together to determine who's the best in the world. At Frank Fletcher Toyota, we invite you to run through the tape.
The best-selling Toyota RAV4 leaves the competition in the dust. Drive away a brand new Toyota RAV4 for as little as $24,997 or get 0.9% financing for 72 months.
And every Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our 24-month complimentary maintenance plan. The best deals on the best cars in America.
Only at Frank Fletcher Toyota, Joplin.
Nothing, and it's time for the SEK Urgent Care halftime show. Located on the corner of Centennial and Broadway, SEK Urgent Care is dedicated to providing excellent medical care in a rapid, caring, and courteous manner to walk-in patients 7 days a week, including evenings. SEK Urgent Care halftime show, and the first half stats brought to you by Monica Kellogg CPA. Personal and small business tax preparation, along with a variety of other accounting practices, are available at Monica Kellogg CPA. Call today, 235-0920, to set your appointment. That's 235-0920 for Monica Kellogg CPA, LLC. And the first half stats, courtesy of Monica Kellogg, all Frontenac as they lead at halftime 56-0. The Raiders scored with 10:55 left in the first quarter, an 8-yard run by quarterback Brandon Malikas. Trey Harris good on the extra point. Frontenac led at 7-0 with 10:55 left first quarter. Then with 9:09 remaining in the quarter number one, a safety. The Raiders led the Lancers 9-0 with 9:09 remaining in the first quarter. Then with 8:55 remaining in quarter number one, Austin Model went 60 yards. Trey Harris added the extra point. It was Frontenac 16. Southeast nothing with 8:55 left first quarter. Then with 8:46 remaining in quarter number one, Dylan Flora, a 25-yard pick six. Trey Harris again good on the extra point. It was Frontenac 23, Southeast nothing with 8:46 left in the first quarter. Then with 7:14 remaining in quarter number one, a block punt recovered by Ryan Long for a touchdown. The extra point attempt failed. It was Frontenac 29, Southeast nothing with 7:14 left in the first quarter. Then with 5:00 run remaining in the first quarter, Brandon Malikas hit Ryan Long with a 42-yard touchdown pass. The extra point attempt failed. It was Frontenac 35, Southeast nothing with 5:01 left in the first quarter. Then with 52.9 seconds remaining in quarter number one, Austin Model scored from 17 yards out. Trey Harris again good on the extra point. It was Frontenac 42, Southeast nothing with 52.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Then with 3.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Caden Bollinger went in from a yard out. Harris again good on the extra point. It was Frontenac 49, Southeast nothing with 3.6 seconds left first quarter. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. Frontenac led Southeast 49-0. One score in that second quarter, that on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Brandon Lakes to Isaac Bicknell was 7:38 remaining in the first half. Extra point by Trey Harris good. Frontenac 56, Southeast nothing with 7:38 remaining in the first half. That's where we are at halftime. The Raiders lead at 56-0 over the Lancers. The unofficial stats, Caleb Fenimore, 4 carries minus 5 yards. Colton Trejo, a couple of carries minus 5. Brent Malley, 2 carries minus 8. Shane Hendricks, couple carries minus 3. Through the air, Caleb Fenimore, 1 completions, 5 attempts for 10 yards. Brent Malley was 0 for 6, and each quarterback threw a pick. And so 2 turnovers in that first half for the Lancers, both interceptions. The Frontenac Raiders, Brandon Malikas, couple carries, 16 yards and a touchdown. Austin Model, a carry for 50 yards. Caden Bollinger, a couple of carries, 22 yards and a score. Tristan Fay carried at one time for 2 yards. Cooper Lloyd, 1 carry, 13 yards. Peyton Brown, 1 carry, no yards. And through the air, Brandon Malikas, 3 of 3, 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. So at halftime, Frontenac leads it 56-0. And the first half stats brought to you by Monica Kellogg CPA during the SEK Urgent Care halftime show, and we'll be back with the a look at what's going on at Frontenac High School, some of the goings on during this fall season. We'll do that after we take another 2-minute break. 2 minutes. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Haynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Haynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Haynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour record service. Call Haynes anytime. 231-4170. Haynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Haynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
Stunning smile at that Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each aligner will gradually shift your teeth perfectly into place, giving you the smile you always dreamed of. Call Saya Smile Center today for your no-cost consultation. Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
Remember when you only had 2 choices for medical care, a doctor's appointment or a crowded hospital emergency room? Professional Urgent Care offers prompt, personal medical care available whenever needed, filling a need for local immediate medical care. And they accept almost all forms of insurance. It's medical clinic care the way it should be. Professional Urgent Care, serving Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, is open every day of the year, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Stone's Corner in Webb City. Call them at 206-0900.
Whether you're securing a loan, purchasing property, or simply need a home improvement loan, University Bank can tailor any loan to fit your needs. All decisions are made locally by their loan officers, so you'll feel confident in knowing that University Bank is working for you. University Bank Branch GNB with locations in Pittsburgh, Galena, and Arma. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to Raider football.
And Rob Strand, Randy Southern back at Southeast High School in Cherokee. Halftime, Frontenac Raiders lead the Southeast Lancers 56-0. The Southeast Lancers marching band performing at halftime, doing an outstanding job. And we mentioned this is the SEK Urgent Care halftime show. And boy, it is the fall season. Not just football, but the student athletes in action. It's been a busy week there at Frontenac, and you have some of the results.
Yep, the volleyball team played Parsons and Southeast this week, won both of those games. improved their record to 13-3 by my count on the season. It's 12-3 or 13-3. I'm not sure. I've seen both numbers, but a good week for the volleyball girls. Again, getting 2 more victories as they keep looking forward, I'm sure, to the sub-state tournament as well. Cross country, they had very good results this week. The girls race, Jessica Peterson, 4th place. Hannah Stover, 11th, and Maggie Murray, 13th, all in the varsity race. Varsity boys, Brandon Mosier medaled in 10th place, and Riley McDaniel medaled in 12th place. So cross country, another good week for them. Girls golf had 2 tournaments this week. The first was on Tuesday, the Pittsburgh Invitational. As a team, the Lady Raiders took 3rd place. Maggie Moody, again, 1st place. And Katie Johnson placed 15th. Then Thursday, Columbus hosted the meet, and as a team, the Lady Raiders won the meet, got 1st place. Maggie Moody, yet again, 1st place again. She has won all 7 tournaments that she has competed in so far this year. Other Raiders to medal, Katie Johnson was 5th, Michelle Morissette 6th. And then Samantha Mirando and Faith Hill both tied for 12th as the Lady Raiders, again, as a team, won the meet over in Columbus as well.
Some of the goings on with the other student athletes at Frontenac High School. And again, they're working hard all fall season long, so go out and support them as they usually have the schedule, what's available on the school's website there will let you know when those games are going on, so you might want to check that out. And at halftime, Frontenac leads Southeast 56-0. We'll be back with the Bob's Grill second half adjustments after we take a 2-minute break. 2 minutes. You're listening to the Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
A beautiful lawn doesn't just happen by itself. Sometimes you need a little help. That's where All Pro Lawn Care comes in, providing year-round property maintenance for commercial and residential customers, licensed and insured. You can trust the experts at All Pro Lawn Care, from mowing, edging, to tree trimming, leaf and snow removal. All Pro Lawn Care provides the highest quality work at prices you can afford. Call me, Jared Brooks, today at 620-249-7767. That's 249-7767. Go Raiders.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf when they know their house was bricked by Adam Lusker? Adam Lusker Masonry has brick by brick, block by block, and stone by stone became the go-to guy for masonry work. No job is too big or too small. Adam Lusker and his crew are not afraid of hard work, or the big bad wolf, for that matter. Call Adam Lusker Masonry in Frontenac, 620-231-9899. Oh, and bring it on, big bad wolf.
With the winter months fast approaching, now's the time to get your car or truck checked out at Wiseman's Discount Tire. Everyone knows that Wiseman's carries great Cooper tires, but Wiseman's can also check your vehicle's brakes, exhaust, as well as your struts, just in time for the winter months. And they'll be able to answer questions to find out what's best for your vehicle. Wiseman's has been family-owned and operated for over 25 years. They have the reputation of honesty and quality you're looking for. That's Wiseman's Discount Tire on 69 in front. See the red fast in these numbers.
Now, back to Raider football.
Rob Strand back with Randy Southern at halftime. Frontenac leads Southeast 56-0. First half dominated by the Raiders. And Bob's Grill's second half adjustments, a proud food tradition. Bob's Grill has been serving the community breakfast and lunch since 1964. Order what you want, eat what you get. Bob's Grill, 1014 North Broadway in Pittsburgh. And boy, pick the coach's brains for those Bob's Grill halftime adjustments. What do you come up with?
Well, I think if you're Coach Hansen, Southeast, you want to find out who wants to be on this football team, who wants to continue to play hard, and that's what I would like to see. Obviously, this game is decided. It's 56-0. So who really wants to be out on that field? Who wants to go out and play, give everything that they've got, and show that effort? Building for the rest of the season, and more importantly, for future seasons, I think. if you're the Frontenac Raiders, see absolutely no reason for a single starter to step foot on this field in the second half. Get those backups in there, get them some reps. Again, I don't believe there's any JV game this week, so it's your opportunity to get the backups as many reps as you can here in the second half.
So that's the second half adjustments, courtesy of Bob's Grill. And, of course, we're waiting. The team's coming out for the mandatory 3-minute warm-up following the halftime. And, again, the Raiders with that 56-0 halftime lead. Now, Frontenac hits the road next Friday, goes to Altamont, taking on Labette County Grizzlies, who are taking on Fort Scott tonight. Now, the Southeast Lancers, they'll be at home and entertain the Girard Trojans for their, they said the first 4 games on the road. They have this home contest. Girard comes here next Friday, so come out and support Lancers. And the Raiders as they go on the road. We also want to mention the end of the game will be able to turn over to KSHQ 100.7 FM for the Campus Bookstore Scoreboard Show. Up to date on all those scores. And don't forget, in addition to the live broadcast, they stream the contest live at ESPN1007.com, and it's also on there. You can look at it during the week for your viewing and listening pleasure. The Raiders coming out for the mandatory 3-minute warm-up prior to kickoff start the second half, and waiting the arrival of the Lancers. And I think the Lancers won the toss, deferred, so they can get the football to start the second half. So we'll be back with the second half action after we take another 2-minute break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Looking for someone you can trust for sound advice on investments, retirement strategies, IRA funding, life insurance needs, estate planning, or maybe you're looking for long-term care insurance? Help is just a phone call away to Folletti Financial in Frontenac. Chris has the experience and ability to guide you through some of life's toughest decisions. Stop in at 222 East McKay in Frontenac or give Chris a call at 620-249-6840 to set an appointment.
The gang at Jack Coombs Steel Buildings is a proud Frontenac Raiders supporter in the classroom and on the field. If you need a steel building, call Jack at 620-249-1029. That's 249-1029. Jack has been in the construction trade for over 4 decades, so he has the knowledge needed to construct your building right. Don't forget, for your steel building, call Jack Coombs Commercial and Steel Buildings at 620-249-1029. Go Raiders!
You've worked hard all year long. Now it's time for your return, your income tax return. Let Monica Kellogg, CPA, help you with your individual, small business, or farm income tax return. When it comes to income taxes, many people think of how much they can save. In reality, it's how much of your money you legitimately get to keep. To schedule your appointment, call Monica Kellogg, CPA, at 620-235-0920.
Or visit her at 214 East McKay in Frontenac.
At Evans Motors, we have something for everyone. Looking for a truck to help get the job done? It's on our lot. Need a gas saver to get you around town? It's on our lot. In the market for something reliable for your new teen driver? It's on our lot. Is your family growing and you need a vehicle with more space? It's on our lot. Come see all the vehicles on our lot at Evans Motors at the junction of 69 and 400 Highway just south of Pittsburgh, or check out our digital dealership online at evansmotors.net. Now
back to Raider football.
Rob Strand back with Randy Southard at halftime. Frontenac leads Southeast 56-0, and the team's the 3-minute warm-up to start the second half. And again, the Raiders on the road next week at Altamont, take on Labette County, and the Lancers at home against Girard. As believe it or not, we're getting about halfway through the regular season, and the build-up, it seems like it takes a while to get here, but once it does, it flies by.
Yeah, next week it's an interesting game. The foe that we've not played. I don't know if we've ever played Labette County, so it's been an awful long time. They'll run the spread as well, try to throw the ball all over the lot, so something that we don't necessarily see a whole heck of a lot. So I think it should be a good test for us. It's a 4A school out of the SEK League, so it's always nice to play a school as big, if not bigger than you, in that non-conference game. So it should be an interesting game next week and a good test for the Raiders.
Yeah, and you go on the road, and like I say, Bo, you're unaccustomed to, and like I said, a little bit bigger and in bigger league, and it'll be interesting to see how that stacks up. And get to go there, and then, gosh, you're 2/3 of the way through the season. You're heading toward district play.
Districts, absolutely, and ready for that in a way. Not ready for the season to be over, but kind of ready for districts to get going. So, and of course, that's Parsons, Columbus, and Baxter.
Mm-hmm. In that order. Parsons and Baxter at home and at Columbus. The second half kickoff brought to you by Crestwood Country Club. Crestwood Country Club offers the area's best entertainment value. The weather's cooling off and making it the perfect time to hit the links. For membership information, contact General Manager and Club Pro Todd Casey. The second half kickoff to be brought to you by Crestwood Country Club. And, of course, at the end of the contest, we'll have a post-game show brought to you by Performance Spine and Sport. Award some players of the game and talk to Raiders coach Mark Smith. And to kick off for the Raiders to start the second half, that is Nathan Kaufman. And with it, bringing it back and trying to turn the right corner. And, boy, still dancing around out there was Austin Hunt. And he is finally brought down out near the 25-yard line. Pretty nice return there.
Yeah, and a lot of new faces even on the kickoff team there for the Raiders. And we'll try to let everybody know who all's on the field defensively, and so the Raiders come out with second string players here.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like Fenimore will again be a quarterback for the Lancers.
See the two cornerbacks now, Grant Hessong and Jake Mangini, in for the Raiders.
Out of the gun, Caleb Fenimore, 1st and 10, Lancers from their own 26, looking to pass, has plenty of time, forced to scramble, and now he brings it near side, and he avoids one tackler, but not the second and the third, and nice open field tackle.
It's Alex Johnson.
Alex Johnson got the tackle and actually threw him for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and Johnson has pretty good speed, did a good job at running him down, and then was able to fend off the stiff arm. Pretty good stiff arm by the quarterback. But Johnson able to hold on and drag him down. So good play.
Trying to see Loy in there, also Stevenson, also Kaufman and Hemby. That's the front four. Ishmael at linebacker. Is that Kaufman at linebacker now? And then dropping back to pass and going to be sacked back at about the 15-yard line. That was Hemby in there, and trying to see who else. There was a couple other Raiders there pressuring him, and he is hurt.
Yeah, and he kind of got spun down, and it looked like his head went straight into the ground. So kind of hate to see that in this situation. You hope it's nothing too serious.
And he is down on all fours and has his helmet in the turf. Now he's kind of trying to fight his way up as the coaches got out there to him, and he's shaking up. Just kind of went down awkward. He was trying to scramble. There's a number of defenders there, and then he kind of got planted, and he's walking to the near sideline under his own power, but, boy, gingerly to say the least.
And you just hope it's not anything like a concussion or anything, but hopefully the young man is okay.
I'll give him credit. He's been the starter. He struggled, and they took him out, and he went to the coach, like you said, asked to get back in there, and he was game, but, boy, he got popped pretty good on that one. Now the Lancers going to face a 3rd and about 20 from their own 17-yard line. Brett Malley at the quarterback, and there's the give. That's Trejo, and he has cut out from under him and no gain. And it looked like Loy was in there, and somebody else come up hard. And I don't know, was that Nathan Kaufman out of his linebacker spot? Yeah. So Loy and Kaufman, a good stick there, and no gain, and another punting situation.
And Kaufman with the really nice read and react, saw that running play, and especially in a game where they've thrown the ball most of the night or tried to. So a good job to recognize the run, and boy, he came up real quick, got into the legs. So a nice play by Kaufman.
Austin Hunt to punt. Stands inside his 5. Back to receive the kick is Ryan Rayo. And end over end punt, going to take a Lancer roll into Raider territory and rolled at about the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10 Raiders. They'll start from their own 48-yard line, leading 56-0 with 9:14 running clock here in the third quarter.
We'll try to get the new offensive line for the Raiders. It looks like it might be what they ended the second quarter with. See Joey DeWeese at the right tackle, Dylan Toll, right guard, Cal Strand at center.
See Trey Harris in there.
He's the left tackle, and Jordan Ishimura at left guard.
Peyton Brown under the center, running backs out of the eye. And Brown gives it dive up the middle. That is Tristan Fay, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. Nice run down about the 48-yard line, and that was Gage Clothier in there.
Yeah, it was Gage Clothier in it.
And he's been nicked up, finally getting healthy here.
Yeah, good hard run up the middle. Hard to argue with 4 yards on first down. You see Brant Chance helping run this play in.
2nd and 6 for the Raiders from the Lancers, 48-yard line. Coming out wide right is Grant Hessong. Wide left is Chance. Running backs in the eye once again. There's a give this time to the tailback. And on the carry that time, I believe was that Cooper Loy actually stopped for, no gain on that carry.
Yeah, it looked like Aaron Sterling from that defensive tackle spot. Good job getting off the block, getting onto Loy before he could really get going.
3rd and 6 Raiders again from the Lancers 48-yard line with 7.5 minutes left. Clock running here, third quarter, and Frontenac the 56-0 lead. Brown looks over to the far side to get the play down. They're bringing it in as shuttling the play in is Jake McGinney and also Trey Strand. And Strand, McGinney, and Rayo go wide left. Brown turns the left corner keeper, and he's got the first down, and he's brought down inside the 40, down at the 39-yard line.
Well, and I tell you, I didn't think they had a prayer getting that off. The play clock was running down. They were sprinting to the line with about 4 seconds on the play clock, managed to get set and get it snapped. So a good job of hustle there, and then nice fake to the right with the backs. Peyton Brown takes it around to the left. Good hard run to pick up the first down.
And 1st and 10 Raiders from the Lancers, 38-yard line. Bringing a play from the far side. Ian Mansour, brother of Noah Mansour, is back at the board, working hard, earning his lucrative paycheck. Mansour splits wide to the right, joined out there by Rayo, out of the gun. That's Brown, and they give it, this time that is Cummins, Drew Cummins, and he's able to get 5 down near the 33-yard line.
A good hard runner. He's kind of a bruising type of back. He's just going to take it up there, up the middle, and bang away and see what all he can get. But good run by Cummins.
Able to pick up close to 5 on that carry.
Now Kobe Maples coming in at center to replace Cal Strand.
2nd and 5 for the Raiders from the Lancers, 33-yard line. Chance splits wide left, wide to the right, goes Hessong, out of the gun. That's Brown, a couple blocking backs with him, and they give to Rayo, and he busts up the middle at the 25 and spun down near the 20-yard line. Good cut back there and is able to pick up, some 14 yards.
Yeah, good vision. Saw the backside open up and made one nice cut, and Rayo just ran straight up the gut there, but a good hole on the backside and a good job by seeing it.
Trey hole on the tackle. I'm not sure who 23 is. Ryan Rayo.
1st and 10 for the Raiders, and they'll football just inside the Lancers 20-yard line. 4:55 clock moving third quarter. The Raiders up 56-0. Running backs in the eye. There's a give. That's the tailback. That is Johnson. He is hemmed in and a little stiff arm, able to turn the corner and positive yardage. It looked like it was well defended, but he ran hard.
Yeah,
ended up getting about 7 yards.
Yeah, kind of made something out of nothing. Defensive line on that right side for Southeast got some good push. Just couldn't quite get to him all the way. And Johnson did a good job to get what he could.
And he was able to pick up close to 7. And the Raiders facing a 2nd and 3. Football resting at a 13 of Southeast with the clock moving down to 4:12 left here, third quarter. Frontenac 56-0 lead. That was the score at halftime.
You know, if you're Coach Smith with these backups, you're not going to expect 1 or 2 play touchdown drives, but you got to be pleased to see the Raiders still being able to move the football.
And there's a give to Clothier. He was a single setback behind Brown, and he gets the first down, picking up 5.
able to just kind of pick and dance his way to pick up that 5 yards and first down, setting up first and goal
for the Raiders. And football at the 7 of the Lancers is where they spot it. Waiting for the plays to be shuttled from the far side. Plays Hessong and also that's Strand, and relays it to Brown, the running back. The fullback is Clothier, the tailback. Loy, there's a give to the tailback. Loy, left side, and he dives into the end zone for the score. A 7-yard touchdown run by Cooper Loy.
Good hard cut, and Clothier with a decent little kick out block on kind of an ISO play. Line kind of pushed everything down the inside. Clothier gets a little bit of a kick out. Loy, though, with a really good cut, ran real hard to get up into the end zone.
So Cooper Loy with a 7-yard run. And in to attempt the extra point is Nathan Goffman, 5'8", 205-pound junior. Spends a lot of time in that offensive line, and I got him in the linebacker spot, and he has a good foot, too, and out of the hold of Jake Wilbert. Goffman will attempt the extra point. Good snap placement down, kicks up plenty long enough, and it is good. We're at 3 minutes on the clock line, 2:25 left here, third quarter. Frontenac stretches its lead to 63-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Since 1945, Tri-State Building has been helping build the four-state area, providing quality construction services and dependability at competitive prices. Tri-State Building has a reputation as a general contractor and an authorized Butler builder, which holds experience, quality, and reliability above all other considerations. Tri-State Building has built a multitude of projects and is your full-service design build contractor that can take you from concept to grand opening. For an honest and proven contractor, call us, Tri-State Building.
Run real hard, and that's what you want to see. Get that experience, but still be able to move the football, have that success. So a good job by the Raiders. Defense as well, in their first attempt to stop Southeast did so. Got the ball back, so second half going according to plan.
Yeah, Kaufman to kick off, end over end, back to receiving. Hunt takes it. Cuts it up the middle. Now he comes to the near side, has some room at the 20, 25. Boy, Kaufman unloaded upon it. He could go all the way. He's run out of bounds as he crosses midfield into Raider territory. And a nice return by Austin Hunt. Took time to develop, but once he did and reverse his field, he had some clear sailing and just couldn't win that foot race.
Yeah, and the kickoff coverage all converged into the middle of the field. Didn't stay quite as disciplined as the Raiders usually do, and he was able to outrun Johnson to the corner and was able to turn it up for a big kickoff return.
So the Lancers will have a 1st and 10. They'll start from the Raiders' 45-yard line in the waning moments of the third quarter, trailing 63-0. Malley, the quarterback, goes to give the trail, and he crosses the 45 and spun down about the 44 after a gain of about a yard.
Well, and you got to love when your two middle linebackers are the ones that come up and make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Drew Cummins and Jordan Ishimura, kind of excellent reads, came right up and made the play at the line.
And that does it for the third quarter. We head to the fourth quarter. Frontenac 63, Southeast nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Thursday, October 6th.
Why should you choose Pittsburgh State University?
Nationally recognized academics.
Student-friendly tuition.
Incredible athletics. The amazing campus.
Whatever you're looking for in a university, you'll find it here.
It's why you belong. It's why you belong at Pittsburgh State University.
Every 4 years, the fastest and strongest among us come together to determine who's the best in the world. At Frank Fletcher Toyota, we invite you to run through the tape.
The best-selling Toyota RAV4 leaves the competition in the dust. Drive away a brand new Toyota RAV4 for as little as $24,997 or get 0.9% financing for 72 months.
And every Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our 24-month complimentary maintenance plan. The best deals on the best cars in America.
Only at Frank Fletcher Toyota, Joplin.
And Malley out of the gun, pressured. Rolling right as he's flushed out. Tries to avoid the first tackler and steps up, and he's pushed out of bounds. Shamir had taken after him and knocked him out of bounds. Well, back at the original line of scrimmage at the 45, actually lost a yard.
Yeah, Joey DeWeese, good job of getting pressure up the middle and flushed him to the outside.
So a 3rd and 10 for the Lancers from the Raiders' 45-yard line. Out wide to the right, that is Jamison. Also off to the right side is Brumback and Trejo. The blocking back, Shane Hendricks behind. Well, a low snap for now. Malley, he throws it up and he completes the pass, but they're going to lose about 5 yards in that pass completion to Hunter Jamison.
Yeah, Cooper Lloyd read it very well and was able to get off the block, get to him as soon as he caught the ball. Just a nice play by Cooper Lloyd.
So a 4th and 14 for the Lancers from the Raiders' 49-yard line. It looks like going to go for it.
And I see Tucker Pryor in at defensive tackle, KW Hale in at defensive end now for the Raiders.
And Brent Malley, the sophomore quarterback, out of the gun. Hendricks, the blocking back behind him, puts it up, got a man open, trail complete. And he is still on his feet and getting close to a first down, but boy, a chance is going to hang on and be able to keep him getting from that marker at the first down.
How about Brant Chance on this play? Because he's got to be half the size. Trejo's a big boy, and Brant Chance not very big at all. And he got into his waist and just held on and drove his feet. Trejo couldn't move him forward. Great play by Brent Chance to keep them from getting that first down.
Man, that ball will go over. They can get the first down yards. The Raiders will have it 1st and 10, and they'll start from their own 38-yard line with 10:05 left and Frontenac leading at 63-0. Low confusion. That fence was staying on the field thinking they had to have gotten a first down, but they had a long way to go and didn't get there.
Well, I hope when the coaches watch film, if they show any of this game to the players, I hope they show that play by Brant Chance. Being outsized, but boy, fundamentally sound, just desire to keep him from getting that first down. Boy, you got to love that.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their own 38-yard line. I think we're going to get a new quarterback in there, Kyle Kubler, the 5'6", 115-pound freshman. And give it to the tailback. That's Cooper Lloyd. He busted, and he's at midfield, down to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5 touchdown as Cooper Lloyd goes 62 yards for the score.
Yeah, nice hole right side of the line. Did a great job blocking, gave him a big hole, and then Lloyd showing a little bit of speed getting to the outside, taking that one all the way to the house, but good job up front.
So a 62-yard touchdown run by Lloyd. And again, let's see what they're going to do on the extra point. That's Nathan Kaufman coming from the far side. Going to try to get extra point out of the hold of Wilbert.
Kicker number 65, Nathan Kaufman.
And snap down, kick is up, plenty long enough. And it is good. 8:25 remaining. Frontenac leads it by a score of 70-0, and we'll be back with the Raiders kickoff after 30-second break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Them fast in names and numbers.
With with Randy Southard. We have 7.5 minutes remaining. Frontenac leads Southeast 70-0. And the Raiders to kick off. Nathan Kaufman to put a toe into the football from the 40-yard line. And again, back to receive the kick for the Southeast Lancers drops Austin Hunt. Had a nice return last kickoff. And end over end. Short. Going to take it as a 15. Brings it to the 20. Now reverses his field. Tries to go wide left. Now he's covered to the near side. And he gets a block. Cuts up the middle. He's going to be dragged down as he crosses the 45 up to the 47-yard line. Nice run by Austin Hunt.
And Chance and Cale Bridwell ended up finally getting him to the ground. That's 2 in a row. He's had nice returns.
First and 10 Lancers, and they'll start from their own 47-yard line, down 70-0.
A couple more new faces out there for the Raiders. Corbin Marshall now in at linebacker. Zach Roseborough getting some time in on defense tonight.
And the quarterback is Brett Malley, the sophomore for the Lancers. Going to give it to Hendricks. He takes it up the middle. Couple of tough yards as he's able to get it out near the 49-yard line. Pick up of a couple.
And Corbin Marshall gets in the game and immediately makes a tackle. Good fill from the middle linebacker spot. Nice play.
2nd and 7 for the Lancers from their own 49-yard line, down to 5:52 remaining. And Frontenac the 70-0 lead with that running clock. And again, reminder, we'll be coming up with the Performance Spine and Sport postgame show. And also after the contest, you can turn over to KSHQ 100.7 FM for the campus bookstore scoreboard show. Again, Malley out of the gun with Hendricks, the running back behind him. He's going to keep it. Option right side. Crosses into Raider territory. Nice cut. And he gets to the first down, is able to pick up 10.
Yeah, nice run. Did a good job with the fake to the run to the left. Then he comes out to the outside, and the Raiders a little undisciplined with the backups in, and that's okay. They did a good job to end up getting enough of him to get him on the ground.
And that was Caleb Fenimore. Good to see Caleb in there after he was shaken up on the tackle a while back.
Absolutely.
1st and 10, Lancers from the Raiders' 43-yard line to throw. Fenimore, flushed. Now he tries to cut back up the middle. He lost the football, I believe, got batted out of the... Now the White Hat saying he was down.
Well, I tell you, KW Hale getting some good pressure, got up the field, and he tried to scramble to the outside, but Hale was out there turning him back into the rest of the rush.
So a loss of 6, 2nd and 16 for the Lancers. Football resting at midfield, clock moving, 4:25. Out of the gun. Fenimore bobbles a snap, and now he gives it Trejo, and Trejo dragging tacklers down to the Raiders' 46-yard line for 4 yards.
Yeah, and that was Corbin Marshall getting to him again initially, and also in at linebackers freshman Cole Davis. He got in on that play too, but Marshall, good job reading those inside runs, coming up and making a play.
3rd and 12 Lancers, football resting at the Raiders' 46-yard line. Out wide of the right is Garrett Evans. And trail the blocking back to the right of the quarterback Fenimore with running back Hendricks behind him. Fenimore looking to throw, pressured, double on the scramble, and he's able to run him down from behind and bring him down, and also helping Hale on the tackle. That was Johnson.
Yeah, Hale again, good pressure coming around the edge, flushed him out. Chased him all the way to the sideline. Johnson came up to help him finish it off. But boy, KW Hale, another nice play with good pressure on the outside rush.
So 4th and 17 for the Lancers from their own 49-yard line with clock moving, 3:12 remaining, and back to punt. Drops Austin Hunt. Back to receive the kick for the Raiders is Rail. And high snap. Some pressure. Low end over end near side. It's going to take a Lancer roll, and they actually didn't go out of bounds. It rolled dead at the 28-yard line. So the Raiders will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line with 2:44 clock moving. The Raiders leading at 7-0. And again, younger kids getting valuable playing time in varsity game.
Yeah, Some new linemen again. Colby Bevins in the game. Buddy Sexton getting some action. Caleb Hemby in on right guard.
See Austin Sauter come from the far side as he's going to be in the Raiders offense. And see if Kubler still under the center. Takes a snap and a little mix up in the backfield as he trying to hand it off to Cole Davis, and he is thrown back rudely after a loss of about 3.
Yeah, brought an extra backer, a little bit of a blitz, and excellent penetration up front for Southeast.
So this one winding down, and the Raiders facing a 2nd and 12 from their own 26-yard line, down to a minute and a half remaining. Running backs out of the eye. And there's the give. That is Bridwell in the quarterback spot. Cale Bridwell, 5'8", 145-pound freshman.
I got to be honest, pretty decent fake because I was watching the first man through. I thought he had the ball, so giving him back to the line of scrimmage, though, aren't they?
So this one winding down. We'll be inside a minute and Frontenac the 70-0 lead, and Blake's Lock moving down. See if we get a play or two off here. Again, Bridwell, the quarterback, this time out of the gun. Now a shift, high snap, goes through the quarterback's hands, and now it is picked up by Johnson. He's hemmed in, and he has nice open field tackle. And try and see, Lancer came up and stuck him pretty good. And give credit to Reese Jacobs, the freshman, as he took Johnson down.
Yeah, real nice tackle, good form tackle by Jacobs, freshman on freshman. So that may be a matchup we see for a few more years.
And we're down to 18 seconds, and the play clock not moving, so that is going to do it. The Frontenac Raiders going to shut out the Southeast Lancers 70-0, and we'll be back with the Performance Spine and Sport post-game show after we take a 2-minute break, and you're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
The Campus Bookstore.
Every 4 years, the fastest and strongest among us come together to determine who's the best in the world. At Frank Fletcher Toyota, we invite you to run through the tape.
The best-selling Toyota RAV4 leaves the competition in the dust. Drive away a brand new Toyota RAV4 for as little as $24,997 or get 0.9% financing for 72 months.
And every Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our 24-month complimentary maintenance plan. The best deals on the best cars in America.
Only at Frank Fletcher Toyota, Joplin.
Since 1945, Tri-State Building has been helping build the four-state area, providing quality construction services and dependability at competitive prices. Tri-State Building has a reputation as a general contractor and an authorized Butler builder, which holds experience, quality, and reliability above all other considerations. Tri-State Building has built a multitude of projects and is your full-service design build contractor that can take you from concept to grand opening. For an honest and proven contractor, call us, Tri-State Building.
The mark of a great body shop is no mark at all. Whether your vehicle has minor door dings, scratches, been in a fender bender, or just needs a complete makeover, the Eddy Auto Body in Pittsburgh will make it look as good as new. The Eddy Auto Body on East 4th in Pittsburgh since 1948. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Problems including divorce and custody cases.
Advertising on digital billboards works. I'm Carrie Nix, co-owner of Arrowhead Outdoor. We now have 15 digital billboards at busy stoplight intersections in Kansas and Oklahoma, including at 14th and Santa Fe in Chinook and 20th and Broadway in Pittsburgh. Here's Brian Pasteur with Pitt Realty.
A big part of our growth is our branding and our ads on the digital billboard 20th and Broadway.
Thanks, Brian. Learn more about our affordable, effective advertising on our digital billboards. Call Arrowhead Outdoor at 620-308-6667.
Now, back to Raider football.
Southeast High School in Cherokee. The Frontenac Raiders shut out the Southeast Lancers 70-0 in the post-game show, brought to you by Performance Spine and Sport. Recover fast with Performance Spine and Sport, specializing in treating soft tissue-related injuries that result from everyday work and play. Performance Spine and Sport inside the Meadowbrook Commons at Centennial and Broadway. And Collision of the Game, brought to you by Vietti Auto Body Alignment. You find yourself involved in a collision on the streets, choose Vietti Auto Body Alignment. With over 100 years of combined experience, Vietti Auto Body Alignment on 4th Street since 1948. The Vietti Auto Body Alignment Collision of the Game Award winner.
Luke Loy, second quarter kickoff coverage, came down and got a perfect stick right in the chest, just buried the ball carrier. Luke Loy with our collision of the game.
So congratulations to, the king from the homecoming festivities, Luke Loy. Player of the game, Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, a sound, quality-driven organization that provides the most desirable financial services for members while safeguarding their assets. With 4 local locations across southeast Kansas to better serve the community, you can find them in Pittsburgh at 416 North Broadway. The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union Player of the Game Award winner.
A.J. Lusker played very well. His left tackle on offense, but defensively, I thought he got off the ball extremely well, had pressure right up the middle all night long, and he caused the safety in the first quarter right after Frontenac had scored. He's the one that got the great penetration to cause that safety, and just thought he played an excellent game up front all night long.
So congratulations, A.J. Lusker, the Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union Player of the Game, and the game-changing moment. The play of the game brought to you by Pitt Realty. Buying and selling a home is one of the biggest events in a person's life. Should not be taken lightly. Pitt Realty promises to be there every step of the way, guiding and advising to see through that the transactions made are most beneficial for you, your family, and or your business. The game-changing moment or the play of the game by Pitt Realty goes to?
It's that safety that the Raiders got. You know, they score early, but then they get the safety, and the defense really set the tone right then. Not to mention the safety sets up the free kick from the 20, and Model takes that back for the touchdown as well. And the next thing you know, the floodgates are opened, and this thing got out of hand. But so I'm going with the safety that the Raiders defense got as the game changer.
Okay, there you go. The safety, the game-changing moment, the play of the game, brought to you by Pitt Realty. And again, a reminder, after we wrap up with an interview with Raiders coach Mark Smith, we'll advise you to turn over to KSHQ 100.7 FM for the Campus Bookstore Scoreboard Show. And again, a reminder, we stream all these contests live at ESPN1007.com. And if you want to go back and watch it, you can at that site. And we're waiting Mark Smith to come up here and get his reaction to this win. I haven't been able to pick him out. I know he was talking to some folks over and along the far sideline. But I'll tell you what, now you look at it, the Frontenac Raiders go to 5-0 and travel to Altamont, take on Labette County. And Labette County was at Fort Scott tonight. And I'll tell you what, it'll be interesting to see what that score. And that sets a pretty interesting contest. As we mentioned, the Grizzlies put the ball in the air quite a lot and got a good running back. And we'll see how that goes. The Southeast Lancers, Jared Hansen, 0-5. They'll be at home again as they will play host to the Girard Trojans next Friday. So, Mark Smith coming on up, and we're going to get a few post-game comments from him. Why don't we take about a minute break, 1 minute. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Whether you're a girl headed into the 3rd grade or you're nearing the end of your high school career, if you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at lanelordbballcamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have seen tremendous success over the past several years, and they begin their recruiting at these camps, with over 20 former campers being signed. Visit lanelordbballcamps.com.
Back to Raider football.
At Southeast High School in Cherokee, the Frontenac Raiders shut out the Southeast Lancers by a score of 70-0. Go to 5-0 on the season. Hit the road next week. Head to Altamont, take on Labette County, the Grizzlies, while the Southeast Lancers fall 0-5 and play host to Girard next Friday in another home contest. And joining me, Mark Smith, in a 70-0 win. And boy, again, it sounds like a broken CD. You're got on them early and often, and you get that big lead, and that makes the coach look like a genius.
That's not that. We have some very good players. They came ready to play. We knew we were the better team, and I just liked our kids' focus and intensity, and had a quick drive on offense, scored on defense, scored on special teams, and that's what you want to see.
And like we were saying, you were scoring every which way, that's for sure, about every facet. And it was one of those where it looked like both sides of the football were just dominating and playing well.
Yeah, the D-line, they didn't have any time to throw it. They couldn't get any field position because of our kickoffs, and our offense really couldn't get any rhythm, but we had some short drives. So it was kind of a hard night for everybody, but our kids kept their focus. They were positive. They were cheering for those young guys, and that was great to see.
And, you mentioned the kickoffs. It's a nice weapon to have if you can put that in the end zone, make them start at the 20 rather than risk a return, and Trey's been doing real well.
Yeah, it's been huge because with our defense, I'll take our defense against anybody going 80 yards against us, and our D-line and linebacker secondary just doing a tremendous job run and pass.
And, again, you look back and I guess you cleared the bench. I guess everybody got some playing time in the varsity game. That's got to be exciting for a lot of those kids to get out there and play Friday night.
Oh, it's great. I told them to take advantage of it, especially those freshmen, because not every freshman gets to go play on Friday nights with the varsity. So those kids are getting great experience, and hopefully it'll pay off in a few years. But next week we'll probably have to play 4 quarters against Labette County, so we're going to have to run a little bit and have a good week of practice.
And we mentioned Labette County. You head to Altamont, take on the Grizzlies, and wide open. They'll put it in there. It could go about 50 times, and I know they have a good running back also. All things considered, pretty balanced. They hurry up and everything, so it's going to be a vast change of pace. Where you mentioned the defense, they're going to have to be prepared.
Oh, definitely. We haven't really seen a team no huddle and go on a speed type tempo thing like that, so it'll be good for us. They have a very fast running back. That'll be good for us to see how we match up against that. But I'm going to take our defense against anybody right now, and hopefully we can just keep scoring on offense like we are and just complement each other.
And again, I know you had a few folks nicked up, and any idea on the injury situation coming out of this one? Pretty healthy?
I think we're pretty good to go. I was a little nervous last week. We got a little banged up during Riverton, but I told the kids the best way to stay healthy is play hard and be the physical team. And if you're the physical one, they're the ones that are probably going to be feeling it, not you. So I think our kids did a great job of that.
And you're getting up early tomorrow to watch some video, I understand.
7:30 in the morning. Got to get ready. Moving on to Labette County.
Well, that's good. Well, big win is 70-0 shutout of Southeast. You head over to Altamont, take on Labette County. Of course, you'll hear that game and all the games right here on Fox Sports 1340 AM. Thanks for coming up, and a big win, and looking forward to next week already.
Thank you both for doing it every week.
That's Mark Smith, victorious coach, and hang on to that because your brother-in-law wanted some stats from a couple of games he didn't get them, and I told him I gave them to you, and you probably pitched them, so... oh well. Anyway, the Raiders knock off the Lancers 70-0, and hey, that'll about do it from Southeast High School in Cherokee. And again, thank the color man Randy Southern, again, outstanding job, and of course Heath Adkins on the camera, and of course, reminder we all stream all those games at ESPN 100.7. 1007.com, excuse me, if you want to go look back at the ball game. And Noah Mansour back on the board, earning his lucrative paycheck, and again, an outstanding job. And again, a reminder, you can turn over to KSHQ 100.7 for the Campus Bookstore Scoreboard Show. That'll do it from Southeast High School, Cherokee. Frontenac Raiders remain unbeaten with a 70-0 shutout over Southeast. And you've been listening to Frontenac Raiders on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Facing criminal charges may be the most frightening challenge of your life. The loss of freedom, your job,